What is it like being a Jamaican in Georgia? Hi, I'm Xavier Murphy, the founder of Jamaicans.com. And today in Jamaicans to the World, I talk to DeAndra Aitcheson, a Jamaican living in Georgia. Welcome, DeAndra. How are you?
Hello, Xavier. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Good. Welcome. Welcome. So, which part of Jamaica are you from?
I'm from Hanover.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
you may be my first, if my memory serves me,
Kingston.
probably the first one from Hanover.
Oh.
And are you representing a school from Hanover today?
Well, Rusty's High School. I went to Rusty's High School.
Nice, nice. So tell us your story and how you got to Georgia. Which folks, this is not Georgia in the United States. This is Georgia in near Russia, right up there in that Europe area.
Eastern Europe.
So how did you get there?
Okay, so it all began when I was in upper sixth form, and it was time to apply for university. And I'm a person who likes to travel and learns about other people's cultures, and I believe studying abroad would fit me. So I applied to different universities in Europe, and Georgia was one of those countries that I came across, and it really piques my interest how beautiful the country was. So I applied here, and I've got accepted, and I've accepted the offer, and then in October I've moved here.
Okay. No, it's up in a cold there.
Well, when I first came here, it was very cold. I found it very cold, but now I've adapted to the weather, so it's not really cold to me. Although it may be cold to Jamaicans in 4 degrees, 11 degrees temperature, it's not cold to me right now.
So I mean, you talk about 4 degrees
Yeah,
and
it's like
11 degrees
nothing to me now.
and all of that. I can see myself in, like, I mean, just layers, maybe 10 layers, 15 layers of clothes, can't even move.
That was me when I first came here for the first couple of weeks.
So tell us a little bit about the people there in Georgia. What are the people like?
Oh, Georgians. Well, Georgians, they're not very approachable. They're not very friendly as us Jamaicans. But when you do get to meet them, they are actually very nice people. But for you to meet Georgians, you have to speak the Kartuli language because a lot of Georgians do not know English. So you will be the one to initiate the conversation because that's the thing with Georgians. They are not the ones usually to start conversation. You have to start the conversation. And for you to start conversation, you need to know the language. Because Georgians do know English.
So have you picked up on a lot of the language? Are you in a language class?
Okay, so the language it is mandatory a part of my course for 1 year, and I've also have a few Georgian friends whose their English language they have pretty decent amount of English language they know, and they also learn it in their university. So what I do, they help me learn the Georgian language daily, and I also practice their English. So it's like we're exchanging language.
So at any point, any patois broke out and I'm ask you, what is that?
No, actually, as a Jamaican, I have to teach my Georgian friends patois. So I teach it to them. They actually like it, but they find it hard.
So you say they once you get to know them, they warm up a bit. Have you found any customs that the Georgian people do that you're like, this is a very interesting custom? Maybe it's how they do weddings. Maybe it's how they greet each other. Anything?
Okay, so for Georgians, they like hugging and kissing when they greet their friends. That is one thing I realize about them. And also, they're very respectful persons and they're very religious persons. So during the day, like or the night, whenever a Georgian person walk past a church, you will see them doing this. Make the this sign with their finger. It means the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and they do this 3 times each time they walk past a church. It's a way of paying respect to the church for Georgians. You will see them doing it even when they're driving.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
That's very interesting. The Father, the Son, and the
yes,
Holy Spirit. Nice.
yes.
So when you tell Georgians that you're Jamaicans, what is the typical response?
Okay, they'll be asking me about the beaches, if I can send pictures to them about to see the beach, or they start to talk about the reggae music or something like that. They know about the music. Yes.
They're asking about, is it Bob popular here and Bob Marley there?
No, actually, I haven't heard reggae music since I'm here, but I heard Sean Paul a lot. Yeah.
Mm. And I don't know how you get around. Are you getting around by cab or train? How's the transportation system there and how you
Well,
get around?
I personally get around using cab, like the Yandex and the Bolt service. I use those cab service. I haven't used the train as yet.
Okay. So this leads me to my next question. Have any other men there tried to pick you up?
Well, yes, once, I think it was 2 months ago. Yeah, they're very blunt with it. They'll just come to you and ask you for a number and just say they like you. They're very blunt with it.
All right. It sounds like not you haven't given out your number, so we'll leave
No,
it alone.
no, no, no.
But the bluntness, you probably we use
it,
in Jamaica. I mean, it's the
in
same thing.
Jamaica. Yes.
They're going to tell they're going to tell you like it is in Jamaica. So,
Yeah.
so what's the food like?
Well, a lot of their food have meats in it and cheese. And I'm not a meat eater, but I can do find food here to eat, like the Georgian food, lobiani. It's like a bean pie. I had that a lot here. And the vegetable shawarma. That's like grilled vegetables with peppers and herbs with lavash, which is a Caucasus region bread. Yeah, that's what I have there mainly as Georgian food
Okay.
because majority of their food is just cheese and meats.
And is there anything unusual in terms of food that you have heard about there?
Unusual? No.
Okay, I know some places, I've heard, and I don't know if they have moose there. I don't know if it's somewhat, because of the cold climate, and they have these different animals that are in the cold climate and they eat them. No.
No, haven't
All
heard
right.
of that. No.
All
No.
right. And in terms of cost of living, what would you say the cost of living is like?
Okay, so in Georgia, it is relatively cheap to live here. For example, to eat out, it is very cheap because to have lunch out, it can cost about 10 US dollars. And transportation, like from here to a 25 minutes distance, is like 3 US dollars. So it's very cheap. It's not expensive.
Mm, that's nice. And
Yeah.
in terms of the restaurants and whatever? Is there a variety? Basically, are you just eating Georgian food, or can you find a variety like maybe Italian, maybe I know there's no Jamaican, but
There's no Jamaican, but you can find a variety of food. You can find the Armenian food, the Arabs. There are a lot of Arabs here,
okay.
cuisine.
And you're Jamaican fix now, so how you get your Jamaican fix?
Okay, so I just eat pastas and so on. It's
So
not much.
nobody not sending you any like potato
Well,
pudding, ship it to you, or didn't bring no can ackee or any of that.
no, I didn't. That was a mistake.
All right.
If you want to come
So
to Georgia, you know to carry those on your
all
first
right, folks,
come.
you hear what DeAndra says. Bring the can ackee, the can callaloo, bring whatever you can because you're missing our food.
Yes, learn from
And
my mistakes.
all right, well, you know the next time we make the trip back, you
Yeah,
have to stack up. If you don't mind, what are you studying?
I'm studying medicine.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Another budding doctor. Tell us about some of the places that you have seen and you really like. Don't have to be touristy. You may say, listen, you have to visit this particular place. It's really great.
Okay, so Old Tbilisi, that is an ancient city. I think if you're coming to Georgia, that is an area everyone must see, Old Tbilisi. It's a very ancient area in Georgia. I think it was founded by King Gargsali of Georgia in the 4th to 5th century. And in this area, you can see a lot of these ancient buildings that were made from stones. They're still existing today. And it is very beautiful at night, especially because when different colors of light shine on these stones and it reflects, it's so nice. And also, in this area, you can take the cable line to overview the city of Tbilisi, and that is a good point to visit in
Okay.
Georgia. And also Godari, it's like a ski resort here in Georgia. That is a must see.
Have you gone skiing?
Yes, it's so difficult to ski. I fell so many times. I
I
had to give up and just walk with the sticks. I just
I
climb with the sticks.
I was just mentioning it to someone that I don't know how people do it, man, because I remember trying that thing and after a while I'm like, no, this is too much work.
Yeah, it's too much. Too much.
What about ice skating? Have you been ice skating?
No, I've never tried it.
Okay. So what do you enjoy doing? When you have some time, what do you really enjoy doing there?
Okay. I mostly when go out and walk the streets. That's what I mostly do, especially at nights because how beautiful the country is, especially at nights with the different lights. So that's what I do regular daily. I go out in the in the night and have a walk.
Mm. And it
Nice.
sounds like for you to be doing that, it's quite safe.
Safe. Yes. Georgia is a quite safe country. So you can walk at nights.
So have you had any awkward or funny moments with folks that you encounter while you're out walking?
No, actually, no.
Okay.
Never.
All right. People just leave you alone and
Yeah.
you're probably bundled up. Well, I would be. You're probably bundled up so much they really can't know.
No, they're just going about their own business. That's Georgians.
Okay.
You don't
Oh,
really see them on the street talking.
no?
No.
Because of the weather, or just because people are
I
like,
think that's how they are.
mm. And do you miss that, like in Jamaica, where hey, everybody calling to everybody and whatever? Do you kind of miss that?
Yes, a little. Yes, yes, sure. I miss that.
Nice. No, I'm going to switch up back a little bit. Are you getting any of your like fruits? You said you're not a meat eater, so I suspect you're probably vegan. And fruits. What type of fruits are you getting there? You seeing your mangoes? You seeing any of them type of things there?
Well, I haven't seen any mangoes, but there are a lot of grapes here, strawberries, apples, but not mangoes. I haven't
Okay,
seen any mangoes.
so that's another thing we have to sneak into to bring for you.
Yes.
No, what was your biggest adjustment when you got there?
Okay. I would say it is a Kartoli language. That was my biggest adjustment I've made because I've learned Spanish and French languages before and it wasn't that hard. So I wasn't expecting the Kartoli language to be this difficult as it is today. But I think it's because like the Kartula language, it has a complete different alphabet than the English alphabet, different letters, their pronunciation, different way of writing these letters. And it's basically like writing these letters, you're like in arts class. It's very
Oh,
hard to write.
wow.
Yes.
Well, it's a
And
good.
then when
Go ahead.
I before I moved here, I thought more Georgians would speak English because when you look at the courses when you choose a university, it's either the English language course you go on or the Georgian language. But actually, coming here and being living here, Georgians do not speak the English language. It's either Georgian and Russian they speak or Georgian and the German language, but not Georgian and English. You will barely find persons who know English here.
Wow. And do you find Russian is like it's either Georgian, more Russian than you said German, more Russian than German?
Yes,
Okay.
but it's Georgian, the official language, which is more, popular, but there's more Russians over German language here.
Okay. And what would you say you absolutely just love about the country?
Oh, the nature. I love the mountains. There are a lot of mountains here, and it's so nice just to see it. Just seeing it, it's very nice, especially when it snows. The snows cover the mountains. It's very
Right.
nice just to look, and the lakes too. They have a lot of lakes. So nature,
Mm,
and also in Georgia, you'll see a lot of dogs walking around. These huge dogs, and they're friendly. That's nice too. That's what I like about
wait, wait.
Georgia.
So wild, is it wild dogs, or just, I mean, what are you talking about
I've
here?
just seen them. I don't know if they're like have owners or they're just wild, but they're always on the road and they're very friendly.
Okay. Because us Jamaicans, any dog that wild and out here is mongrel.
They're mongrel. They're mongrel.
Right, right. And they'll come up to you, say they're just friendly.
Yeah, they're just friendly. Friendly.
Well, Deandra, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time out to give us a little taste of what Georgia is. Um,
Yeah.
I have a scenario for you. And
Okay.
here's the scenario. You get on a plane, you land in Jamaica. What is that first thing you're doing when you get off the plane and you get out of the airport?
Okay. For me, I'm heading straight home, But well, on the way, I will stop at the beach to enjoy the water and get suntan, and then I head straight home to have roast breadfruit, roast yellow yam, and ackee.
So
I'm
folks,
going straight home to those things to eat.
she wants a roast yellow yam. Let's be
Yes,
specific. Your roast yellow yam. You want your roast breadfruit, and you want your
yes,
ackee.
yes.
So we know what to bring. Now, any advice you have for Jamaicans who are thinking of moving to Georgia?
Okay, so Jamaicans moving to Georgia, you have to be open minded to learn a new language, and you have to learn it very quickly. And you have to keep in mind that Georgians, they're not very talkative people like us Jamaicans, but they're very nice when you get to meet them. Also, I would say, okay, if you're Jamaicans and you like to get things done quickly, swift, it will not be happening here in Georgia because Georgians, they are very laid back people. They don't work with any urgency, so it would take a while for you to get things done. Yes, you have to
So
keep those things in mind. But it's a very beautiful country, and if you're a person that loves history, nature, or you're a wine lover, Georgia is a place for you to visit or even to live.
my wife's a wine lover, so I think she'll love to hear
You would love Georgia. Georgia is actually known for their wine too.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her about that,
Yes.
because she may have bought a wine from Georgia. I'm not a wine drinker, but she is. So here is
Yeah.
here is how I typically end. Can you teach me and the audience how
Yes.
to say goodbye in the most informal way in Georgian?
Okay. So it's Navamdis. Navamdis. That's
Navamdi.
goodbye. Navamdis.
These, okay. So Navandis.
Yes.
Deandra, thank you again. And Navandis.
Yes, Navamdis, Xavier, Maloba.
Oh, what was that part now? What was Lavender?
Maloba, thank you.
All right, so we'll get an extra piece in there.
Yes.
Navandis.
Yes. So Gamma Joba is hello.
Okay.
Navamdis, goodbye. Yes.
All right.
And Maloba, thank you.
We're getting some language here, guys. So
Yes.
if you're visiting, you got 3 words to remember. Thanks again, Deandra.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Show some love now. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a video.